So Devi, welcome back to US. Hope you had a wonderful vacation in India.
Oh yeah, we missed Sudevi,
Hare
right?
Krishna.
Yes, I went to India, Mataji.
So Sudevi, which part were you in India?
Mataji in Mayapur. This is the first time I am going to Mayapur.
You had been to Mayapur.
Yes.
And other than Mayapur, which is your hometown?
My hometown is hometown means where I live.
Your grandparents or anybody from India, where do they stay?
They stay in Hyderabad, Mataji.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll start with our chanting, one round of chanting, and then we'll start with our class. Okay. You can mute yourself, you can unmute yourself, whatever you can. It's okay. Is it? It's okay? Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavaranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavaranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Okay. Everybody's done chanting?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll start with our class. Yes, okay. So we'll start with our prayers. Everybody together. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya
ज्ञानातिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः
Namo Vishnupada
कृष्णपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने
Namaste
Namaste
सरस्वती
Saraswati
देवे गौरवाणी
Vani
प्रचारिणे शून्यवादी
Ashnamatadirshatarini
चैतन्य प्रभु
Chaitanya Prabhu
प्रभु नित्यानंद
Gadadhara
श्रीवास
Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta
हरे कृष्ण हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare
राम हरे
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Okay. So now, before this week, we had, one second, okay, I'll have another one which we had done so that we can just remember. Yeah. Okay, remember before this week, we had done, everybody can see the 8.5 verse on the screen? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just say this verse once because both of these verses are connected. Abhinav, can you start with the verse?
अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः
Hari Krishna Nena. You're on mute, Krishna Nena. Can you unmute yourself?
अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Radha?
अन्तकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यत् प्रयाति सन्मद्भवं भावं याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः.
Very good. Then who is there? So Devi?
अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्ति संशयः. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good. Balavrinda?
So Devi, I was missing you from so many days. I thought, where were you? Me too, Balvinda. I know you went to India. In a few days, I'm also going into India. Good job, Balavinda. We'll be missing you. अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः.
Very good. One second. Give me 1 minute. 1 second, okay? Sorry. Okay, so remember this when we did last time, we had about the remembrance of Krishna, right? Okay, who can? So Devi, can you read the translation for us?
And whoever, at the end of his life, quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this, there is no doubt. Thank you, Mataji.
So then what we'll do is the same, along with the same verse, then now we have the next verse which is there with us. Okay. 1 second, I'll just have this also verse with it, so that it becomes easy for us to do both the verses. Okay. Yeah. So the 8.5 was about Antakale Chamamivam, and now it is about Yam Yam Vapi Smaram Bhavam. Okay, we'll do this verse together. Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam.
Yam yam vapi swaradbhavam.
Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam.
Yam
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 yam vapi
vapi
smaram
smaram
bhavam.
Tyajante and Tyajate Ante Kalevaram. Tyajate Ante Kalevaram.
Tyajatyante kalevaram.
Tam Tam
Tam tam
Tam Tameveti Kaunteya.
tam tam evaiti kaunteya.
Tam Tam
Tam tam
Tam Tameveti Kaunteya.
tam tam evaiti kaunteya.
Sada Tad Bhava Bhavita.
Sada tadbhava bhavita.
Sada Tad Bhava Bhavita.
Sada tadbhava bhavita.
Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam.
Yam yam vapi swaradbhavam.
Tyajate Ante Kalevaram.
Tyajate anta kalevaram.
Tam Tameveti Kaunteya.
Tam tamevati kaunteya.
Sada Tad Bhava Bhavita.
Sada tadbhava bhavita.
Okay, what we'll do is 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So again, we will start with our synonyms and the meanings. Okay.
Mataji, can I say the sloka?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have every. Okay. First, what we'll do is we'll say the shloka. Yes. Okay, Abhinav, go ahead.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha.
Very good. Balavrinda.
Yam yam vapi swaradbhavam. Tyajate anta kalevaram. Tam tamevati kaunteya. Sada tadbhava bhavita.
Very good. Radha.
Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam. Tyajate yanta kalevaram. Tam tam evati kaunteya. Sada tad bhava
Bhavita.
bhavatyaha.
Very good. Sudevi.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam Tyajate kalevaram tam tammevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita.
Very good. Krishna Nena.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita. Thank you, Mataji Krishna.
Haripur. Okay, so what we'll do is with our meanings and then with the translations, we'll go ahead with it. Okay. So eyes and ears on the synonyms. Let's see. Bhavitaha.
Remembering.
Put the slideshow, Mataji, please. It will be very big. Then we can see.
Okay.
Remembering.
Remembering.
Remembering. Kalevaram.
Kalevara
Body.
is this boy.
Body.
This
This
body.
body.
Eti.
It is
Gets.
Put your mouse on it.
Bhavam.
Nature.
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 State of being.
State of being.
We have to see
That
on
is
the
bhava. I said bhavam.
Oh, wow.
Bhavam
Mouse is on it.
Oh,
nature.
okay. Sorry, I was wrong. All kids were right.
Gives up.
Yajati.
Tajati. Very good. It's just split up. At all.
Vapi.
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 Vapi. State of being.
Bhava.
Bhava.
Bhava. Whatever.
Yum
Oh,
yum.
yum yum.
Yum yum.
Yum yum.
It's not yummy yummy, okay? It's yum yum.
Yummy. So yummy.
Yum yum vapi sarad bhava. Dajade asakale varam.
Similar.
Remembering.
Mhm.
Inda.
Similar.
Tam tam.
Tum
Tum
tum.
tum.
Tum tum.
Oh.
Yum yum.
Yum yum tum tum.
Yum
Whatever.
yum. Yum.
Whatever.
Yummy.
Whatever.
Tummy.
Tum tum.
Similar.
Similar.
Similar. Kaunteya.
O son of Kunti.
Son of
Oh,
Kunti.
also of Kunti.
Very good. Ante.
Ante.
At the end.
At the end. Very good. Sada.
Sada always.
Always.
Always. Very good.
Always.
Tat.
That.
That. Okay. Smaran.
Remembering.
Remembering.
Okay. So, okay. So, Abhinav, can you read the translation again for us?
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail.
Okay. Okay. So the translations over here, they are along with the same line, right? And whoever. So we'll just go along with what are the both verses exactly saying. And whoever at the end of his life. So this whoever is like anyone. Whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this, there is no doubt. So when the Lord says that there is no doubt, so when he is 100% sure, should we also be sure about it?
Yes, Mataji, 100% sure.
100% sure, right? So
Yes, Mataji.
whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering me alone. So the Lord has given us the, like it is as if this material world is already like we have bitten by a snake, and the Lord has already given an antidote for it. And what is that? He says that the end of the life quits his body, remembering me. So basically the answer is given, and we know what our test is, and the answer is also right in front of you. So what do you think will happen when the answer is in front of you? Will it be easy for you to attend the test, or will it be hard for us?
Easy.
Easy.
It is easy, right? See, when we were in our, like when I was doing my master's, we had a professor who used to say that open the book. Okay. And that was called as an open book test. So the questions were given and the book was open, and then we had an open book test. Now, what was the funniest part? That when we had the open book test, it was more hard for us to answer the questions. Can you think about the reason why would that had been the reason?
Mataji, can I answer?
Yes, yes. Please,
Because
Mataji.
we never opened the book and read.
Yeah, one is that one it's one is that answer. What else can be the answer? That when the book was open, the test was more harder. What do you think might have been the answer?
You're overconfident.
Okay. See, okay, what we'll do is, you know what? When you know the answer, do you need to open the book?
No.
When you know the answer for sure, okay, if you know for sure that your name is Sudevi, you know for sure your name is Balabrinda, you know for sure your name is Abhinav, Radha, Krishna, Nayana, right? We all know for sure. Do we need to open the book and check our names again? Oh, let me just be double sure about it. That would be silly, right? So this is the same thing which happened with us. Like whatever was the question asked, if we knew the answer for sure, if we knew the concepts for sure, or if you knew what the real reason was for sure, you never needed to open the book because it was there already with you, isn't it? So whatever was the reality, whatever was the satya, you did not have to look into the book and reconfirm about it. Just like our name, we do not need to reconfirm, right? We do not need to reconfirm every day that, yes, these are my parents, these are my sisters and brothers. Do we need to do that? No. We know that as a absolute reality. So when you come to material life, all these other relations, all these other things are, you know that this is for sure. But what we forget is the very important, most important thing is that the Lord is our original Father. The Lord is the original Creator, and He is the only Savior. That is what we always forget, isn't it? And we always have to go on checking with that. Oh, what am I to do? What am I to do? Right? So this is where we are failing. So now what we will do is we'll just go and again read with the translation. And whoever at the end of his life quits his body, remembering of me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt. So this is one answer that the Lord has given us. And the next thing is whatever state of being. Now see, whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. Now the Lord also tells what problems everybody is creating. What are the what are the way outs that people fail out? Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain. So now what happens, people, they will remember things which they need not remember. And that is where a person might fail, right? Suppose now you are given a test in the paper. Okay, let us go with the next slide. Okay, now you have an exam, right? You have an exam. And then for the exam, we are going to study according to whatever your paper is or whatever your subject is, right? So if you study for the history paper, okay, can you go and remember about the maths over there in the exam time? Will that help you?
No.
When it is your SST, you call it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it our SST paper, you cannot remember maths. When it is your maths paper, you cannot go and remembering English. So you have to remember according to whatever you have learned, according to whatever is related to that topic, isn't it? And second thing is, whatever you have learned, you have to first remember that. If I go in the exam and I just sit like this, what will happen? It is not going to help at all. So first we have to understand that what is the exam and how we have to prepare. Everybody, do we agree that there is an exam for us ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that exam? What all do we think? What is that exam exactly?
Remember Krishna
Remember Krishna, but when?
at the time of death.
at the time of quitting this body, we have to remember our Lord, right? Yes, Abhinav?
You have to remember the Lord every
Yes.
single step of the way. And
Yes,
then you'll
because-
be able to remember Lord at your final resting place.
right. See, so when you are studying, only then you are going to remember, right? If you are like, suppose, you have you have a very a lot of love for for taking photos, okay, photography, then everywhere you go, what will happen? You will see a good sight that, oh, can I take a nice click over here, can I take a nice photo over here? Or a person who is more interested only in cooking, okay, wherever he or she goes, he will or she will think, oh, what can I cook with this, what can I do with this, isn't it? So you are training your mind so that you can think in that sense. So over here, see, these students are studying so that they can remember in the exam, right? Because everybody knows that when you are studying for your exams, there will be exams and you'll have to remember them. Now, over here, what do? We say that, yes, attending Rath Yatra is very, very important. Attending Rath Yatra is very, very important, right? What do you think are the reasons that the Rath Yatra helps you? For you yourself, what do you think that Rath Yatra does to you?
Help
Yes.
to see the Lord.
Okay, helps you see the Lord. Yes, Abhinav?
Helps us help us strengthen our connection.
Okay, builds up a connection. Anybody else? Yes, Radha?
It like gives us the darshan of the Lord, like get a close up.
Okay, that's also good. Good word, close up.
Helps to pull the Lord into our hearts.
Yes, helps to pull the Lord into our heart, purify our heart.
The Lord
Anybody?
gives us all darshan.
Okay, the Lord gives us all darshan, right? So all these things which are there, Krishna Nana, are you there? You want to say something? Okay, never mind.
Mataji.
So, yes, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, so all these are the different ways by which you are remembering the Lord, right? Now, Sudevi has come from Mayapur. Like for a couple of days, she will be in the state of being in Mayapur, right, Sudevi? That how did I take darshan?
Yes, Mataji. Even after coming back, I'm just remembering.
You're still remembering, right? Then you will remember some things and then you will giggle, you'll smile. Then sometimes like you might remember that when you were leaving the temple, how like you might have cried, or you might have had emotional moments at that time, or when you were leaving India also you had emotional moments. So all these things which are there, you will remember, right? Why? Because you are thinking about those things for a long time. Those points or those things have been in your mind for a couple of days, couple of months, and now you're still in that state of mind. So this is what happens with us. Like, what they say is that when you're attending the Rath Yatra, no matter how many times you're attending the Rath Yatra, it is as if that is making a picture in your mind. Okay. It is making a picture in your mind, and just as you go and action replay and the same things, you can see it again and again. So these moments which you are spending with the Lord, or whatever you are doing for the pleasure of the Lord, will always remain fresh in your mind, will always be in your subconscious mind. And when it is the time for us to leave the body, what will happen? They say that at the time of leaving your body, everything, whatever you have done, you will be remembering that. So why not we remember all the good things which we have done for the Lord, right? We have an example over here about Bharat Maharaj, right? Everybody remembers the story of Bharat Maharaj, right? So Bharat Maharaj, at the end of his life, what happened? He was because he got engaged with the survey, with helping out the deer, and he got a lot engaged with the deer. At the end of this life, he got so much entangled into those thoughts that he was thinking about the deer. right? Was that his motive to come into the into the aranya, into the jungle? Why did he come to the jungle?
To practice bhakti.
Practice bhakti. Yes, Abhinav.
I was going to say practice bhakti too.
Practice bhakti. Krishna Nana, you were showing us something.
Hare Krishna. Okay.
Mataji, can Varavita say something?
It's the book, Mataji. I have the book.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Yes, Balavrinda.
Meditate.
Sorry.
He came to the forest so he can meditate on Krishna.
Yes, right. So somewhere or the other, he just wanted his whole mind and body to just think about Krishna. But what happened? He got busy with the deer, and instead of remembering the Lord, he started getting worried about what will happen to the deer after he is gone. And everybody knows what happened in the next life, right? What happened in the next life?
He became a deer.
He became a deer because he was always thinking of the deer.
Yeah, he
Yes.
became a deer.
So he became a deer because he was thinking about the deer. So, and over here, Ajamil, we have an example about Ajamil. Right? Ajamil, at least at the end of the life, he just called out for the Lord's name. So our main prayer to the Lord should be that, Lord, at the time of, see, everybody is going to have the end of the life, right? So at that, just we should have a prayer always that at the end of my life, no matter when it is, just give me that blessing that at the end of my life, I should be able to remember you. I should be surrounded with such people who will help me remember you, right? Because that is the biggest, see how we are getting ready for the exams ahead. If we look at the material world will have different exams every day. But our main aim is to go back to Godhead. See, you know what? Like there was once a person, okay? This person, he was sitting on a tree, nicely, he was sleeping. Okay, he was nicely sleeping and he was enjoying an apple and he was eating and he was nicely sleeping. So then one person came to him and he said that, hey, what are you doing? You're just lazily sitting over here and enjoying an apple. Go and do something, go and work somewhere and go and do something. And that person said, let him sit over there. So, and then the person said that, oh, why should I do something? Then he said, what do you mean, why should I do something? You have to earn some money. You have to earn some money so that, he said, earn money? Why should I earn money? And he said, what do you mean, why should you earn money? Don't you need a nice life? He said, yes, I need. And then he said, then for that nice life, you should earn some money. And then he said, but what will happen if I earn money? Then he said that, you know what, when you earn money, you will have nice things to eat, you'll have nice things to wear, and you'll be more happy. And he said, okay. And then what is your definition for being happy? He said, you should be able to eat what you want, you should be able to rest without any tension. And that person said, then what do you think I'm doing now? I have an apple in my hand. I'm sitting comfortably over here. I'm wearing proper clothes and I'm eating my fruit, which I love. This is the way I'm happy. So why do you want to keep me busy in things which are going to create more problems for me? I'm already happy the way I am, right? So in this material world, what happens, we forget what is our main thing and we get engaged into earning more and more, more and more. And with that greed or that thought just never ends. No matter how much money you earn, there's always going to be room for more. There's always going to be something or the other which you will feel that I haven't accomplished and I have to strive for that. And this is the Maya in the material world. This is the illusion. So we have to understand what is my exam, what is the end of the exam, and what do I need to do for it. So if we understand, okay, that the end of my exam is that I have to remember the Lord. Thank you, Krishna Nena. Yes, I'm going to spotlight you. Can you show some? Okay, Krishna Nena is showing us something.
It's
You want
the
to you want to read it for us?
it's
Yeah,
the
the same shloka. Okay, the same shloka. Okay.
It was
So
on
then,
this book.
yes. So
The,
then, go ahead. Okay. You're on mute, Krishnanena.
It is how it was just how book is about how King Sage and Deer, how he took care of Sage Deer
Right,
and then
right.
turned into a deer.
Okay. Thank you, Krishnanena. So if we understand what exam we have, then it will become easy for us to study for it. So what exam do we have?
Illusions exam. Essences exam.
Yeah, that's in the material world. But in our real life, what is our end of our exam? What exam do we have?
Our death.
To remember Krishna at their death.
Yes, remember Krishna at the time of leaving this body. And then for that, what do we need to do? How do we need to prepare?
That.
Sorry?
Mataji, I was saying, remember Krishna at the end of it.
Yes. So for that, we have to prepare is that we have to be engaged in devotional service, engaged in reading about the Lord, engaged in thinking about the Lord, and engaged in doing all the things that can please the Lord, so that we can remember the Lord. That, you know what, when we'll say, oh yes, you know what, I had done this for like out of 10 things, if you have 9 things that you have done for the pleasure of the Lord, you are going to remember those 9 things for sure, right? Suppose you have been given 10 answers by the teacher, okay, and she says, yes, these are the questions which are going to come for the exam, and you still feel that, you know what, there might be something else which is going to come. So you learn another 10th thing. You will remember that 10th thing also. So consider that that extra 10th thing is the material thing which we are remembering. Okay. But as we have studied for all the 9 answers, those 9 answers will be continuously ringing in your mind, isn't it? And that is what we want from the Lord. Krishnanena, can you read this for us, please?
Every little bit of devotional service that we do now is a preparation for a greater service in the future. Kadambakana Swami.
Right? So then whatever devotional service we are doing, now there is one more thing I want to tell you, okay? When I was in Texas, Banjali Mataji, the temple president's wife, you know what she said was that learn whatever you are doing over here. If you're doing devotional service in the kitchen, learn it at the best way you can. If you're doing devotional service on the altar, learn it at the best way you can. You know why? The thought itself was so, satisfying. What she said was that you are learning over here to dress the Lord. So what is going to be the end result of it? That when you go back to Godhead, you will be able to dress Radharani in the same way. If you are learning to make a nice dish for the Lord over here in this material world, when you go back to Godhead in Vrindavan, you will be able to make the same dish for the Lord, for the pleasure of the Lord. So whenever you are doing something, to purify our thoughts, what happens in this world is when you do suppose you have dressed the Lord, you come out of the altar and you stand over there and say, oh, wow, look how beautifully I dressed. Now there should be some people coming from the outside, or everybody should come and they should tell me, wow, look how nice you have done the service. Look how nice you have decorated Radharani or Krishna. That I did it, I did it, I did it. You want that, that ego to be boosted always. You want everybody to come and praise you always. So you never understand that when your devotional service took up the place of a pride. Does that happen ever? Does it happen? Maybe not right now, but as we grow older, as we grow older, I did it. See how beautifully I made it. See how nice I did it. And that devotional service changes its path and goes to I, me, myself, and that ego comes over there. And then the purpose of that devotional service is lost. So what we can do is, when you do, suppose you are lighting a lamp for the Lord, do it any service which is there, do it in such a way that, wow, this service is such a great service, and I am going to do this service when I am serving the Lord in eternity, or when I am serving the Lord in Vaikuntha, right? Or in the Lord's abode, whether it is dressing for the Lord, whether it is cooking for the Lord, whatever the service is, always think that you are going to personally render this service when you go back to Godhead. And that way we will always be in the learning mood. If we get into the pride moment, then that devotional service is going to be lost forever. So be in the moment of learning, and then it will help us. Okay. Now what we are going to do is, I want you all to close your eyes for a minute or two, or if you want 5 minutes or 2 minutes, whatever you feel, and think about what is one service which you really love to do for the Lord, which you are doing in this material world, and you would love to continue that in the spiritual world. Think about what service is it that pleases you, which makes you remember the Lord more, which you are doing in this material world and would like to continue in the spiritual world for the Lord, for the pleasure of the Lord.
Mataji,
Yes, Palavinda.
I choose dressing the Lord.
Dressing the Lord. Okay.
Yeah, Mataji. I dress my Jagannath Baldev and Subhadra, except the necklaces we got new ones. I end up like getting them in knots because like I put
They are
them
in
in knots.
triangle. I guess I understand. I understand.
Those
Yes,
people like-
Radha. त्याला काढ तिकडून. त्याला काढ तिकडून. त्याच्यात एक पेढा दे त्याला. आणि त्याला काढ तिकडून. Give him one पेढा. Yes, Radha.
I like like dressing the deities. I like to take my time because like mostly whenever it's my turn, I mostly are never left because my dad sometimes they left within the night suit for a long time. So
Okay.
Mataji, Bharavinda I thought of two things: cooking for the Lord.
Cooking for the Lord. Very nice. Very nice. Cooking for the Lord.
I
Very
thought
good.
of dressing for the Lord and cooking for the Lord.
Dressing for the Lord and cooking for the Lord. Abhinav?
Maybe singing, because I
Singing.
seem to have
Very
a good
nice.
voice.
Singing for the Lord. Yes, Sudevi?
Mataji, both same as Balavinda, dressing the deities and cooking for the Lord.
Cooking for the Lord. Okay. So now what is one activity which I want you all to do is, okay, Radha, you like dressing the Lord, right? So now I want you to make a dress, okay? Make a dress in sense, design a dress according to your wish, okay? You can have either, Radharani's dress, how she has a ghagra, she has a chunari. So you can be a fashion designer for Radharani, okay? You can make your own. If you want later on, you can make a cutout of it. But as of now, you can start making the design. But I want you all to post this in the group, okay? Once you're done with it, no matter how it is, if you feel, oh, it is so good, it's still in very, it's not very fancy, whatever it is. But I want you all to post all these things in the group. So you are going to dress Radharani. You are going to make a nice design for her dress. Okay. So you are becoming a fashion designer for Radharani. Okay. Abhinav, you want to sing for the Lord, right?
Yes.
Okay. So either you can record one song, one bhajan and send it in the group. Okay. Any bhajan which is already there in your sweet melodious voice, you can sing it and send it. Or second thing, what you can do is if you feel that you have a nice unique tune to sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If you feel that this is my own tune or this is the way I like to sing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you can sing that and send it. Or you can praise the Lord in your own words. You know what's a haiku is?
I don't think so.
In your school, they might have taught you what a haiku is. Okay, I'm just going to 1 second. Okay, I'll just one second. Okay, I'm going to share screen with you so that I can tell you what a haiku is. Okay, everybody can see the screen.
Mataji, it says Sita Priti Mataji. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, we can see.
Right? Everybody can see the screen, right? So this haiku is a Japanese poem of 17 syllables. So it's just a 3-line poem. Okay. It's just a 3-line poem. It is not compulsory that it should be rhyming. It is basically your thoughts that you're pouring out in simple or in few words. So it's a Japanese poem of 17 syllables in 3 lines of 5, 7, and 5. Okay. So like, you know, syllables, right? Like abhinav. So it's 3 syllables. Sita, 2 syllables. Vinita, 3 syllables. So this haiku will be a 17-syllable poem. So in that you can have, you know, there will be now 17 syllables means there should be like 7 to 8 words or 9 words, right? So according to the syllable it goes. In 3 lines of 5, 7 and 5, traditionally evoking images of the natural world. So it's basically let me have you example of an haiku. Okay. Okay. So I'll just have an example of a haiku over here. Okay. From underneath the leaf pile, my invisible brother is giggling. So it's just some thoughts which are there, which have meaning, but in few words it is put up. Okay. Tree branch says slowly, as a child sings a sweet song, gracefully it goes. So these are just thoughts which they have penned down. Trees leaf in springtime, so 4, provides shade of summertime, weather culminates. So it's basically when you start doing it, you will get an idea of exactly how many it's like Krishna is my loving father. I love him, right? It's as simple as that. Okay. So you can just try making it, see how many syllables are there. And if you find that, okay, 1 or 2 syllables are still missing, then you can add to that poem. Can you just try out, Abhinav?
Mataji, I said cooking. I said cooking prasadam.
Yeah. So
Yes,
yeah,
she will write very
I'm
nice
coming to
recipe,
you.
Mataji. I will make her to write a recipe and draw each step one by step, one by one.
Very nice. Very nice.
And then I'm gonna draw this.
Okay. Yeah. And then when you come to India, you're going to come and give me that dish.
Yeah, she will.
You're going to come and visit me.
I am. She lives in India.
She lives in India, but India, she's lives in
India is vast, big.
We are living.
So Abhinav, does it suit you?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you can give it a try, right? Right, just give it a try. It should be a poem. It will be a poem just of 3 lines. Okay, 3 lines with it will be just, I think, 10 to 11 words, and that will make a syllable of 17. Okay, so try adding words, eliminating words, but see to it that your thoughts are poured into it. Okay, so Radha is going to be a fashion designer. Abhinav is going to be a poet. Balavrinda is going to be a nice chef, and Sudevi.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so you wanted to, what were you going to do? What did you think about the Lord as? dressing the Lord and cooking, right? Right? Now, what you can do is, I'm just giving this you as an example, okay? But if you want, you can take another one also. You can draw a nice turban for the Lord. You know, Lord Krishna, he has a nice turban. Turban for the Lord. Wait, I'll show you the pictures, okay?
Mataji,
Yes.
me and Sudevi, we can partners because I'm making Radharani a dress.
Huh?
And Sudevi is making a turban for Krishna. Both are fashion designers.
Yes, both are fashion designers. So Sudevi, look at this, what I'm sharing. Can you see this turban for the Lord? Can you see it, Sudevi?
No, Mataji, it's just black. Yes,
Now can you see it?
yes, Mataji.
Okay. So you can decide now because Haru Ashutosh. So what you can do is either, okay, there are many things now you can do over here. If you want, you can make a real turban. If you want, you can just draw that, yes, this is the way I want to design the turban for the Lord. Okay. If you feel drawing the turban for the Lord is easy, you can draw it. Okay. You can color it and then you can draw the jewelry also on it. You can just think about the ways that which you can do things for the Lord. Okay. Is it okay?
Okay, Mataji.
Mataji,
Yes.
can I actually make the first question? Can I actually make this dress?
If you can, it would be best. Okay. If you
And second, Mataji, can I make jewelry?
wonderful. We can see do in this week you can make the dress. In the next week we will be doing that as well. Okay. So if you feel you can do everything, well and good, or else you can keep it for the next week. Okay. Wonderful. Krishna Nana. Krishna Nana. What was the way that you remembered the Lord? You're on mute, Krishna Nana. Unmute yourself.
The Lord, I remember the Lord,
Yes, Krishna Nana.
I remember the Lord by like my Jagannath deities.
I can't hear you. Loud.
I remember my Jagannath deities by the
Okay, yeah. You had a Jagannath deities, right? So can you design Jagannath deities? All but 3 of them, okay? Jagannath, Baladev, Mai Subhadra. What you can do is, you can have nice, craft paper. Craft paper. You have nice craft papers, right?
I want to see the cat.
You see the cat. Actually, you want to pick her up? Pick him up. Say hi, Cosmo.
Nice to see
Hi,
you.
Cosmo. Hi, Cosmo.
Krishna.
He's getting ready for school. Okay, keep him down. Keep him down. So you have like this nice craft paper. You have nice craft papers like this, right? With this, Krishna Nana, you can make 3 dress for Lord Jagannath, Baladev, and Mai Subhadra. Can you do that? And you can try a string. If you want with a cloth, you can do it with a cloth, or just make a design. First, become a fashion designer, and then you can put it up on a nice cloth if you want. Is that okay, Krishna Nana? Try it out. Okay. Or if you feel that is going to be hard, then you can also just do like Sudevi, turbans, but then you will do turbans for Jagannath and Baladev. Is that okay?
yeah we don't have like turbans like that. I was like
Then make a crown. Make a crown. Design a crown for the Lord. Yeah. Design a crown for the Lord. Is that okay? Okay. Everybody okay with your assignments?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. But then I would really love that you're posting it in the group so that we can see it. Okay. Very nice. I like the enthusiasm which you have, and I'll be eagerly waiting for it. And let me see what I can also make. Okay. Today might be a little bit busy, but I'll also try to do something. I might cook something for the Lord, and then I'll share it in the group. Something different which I haven't made. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. Wonderful.
Mataji,
Yes.
did you know I'm packing stuff for my brother and sister in India? Look, Mataji, I'm showing you. Mommy, can you just remove the background so I can show?
What you want to show?
I want to show her this.
I know it's going to be so exciting for you, Balavrinda. I'm really excited for you because it's been a long time that you've been. Oh, wow. You're packing this also?
Mataji, there is nothing to pack, Mataji. So many bags, right? All our old toys are going for our brother and sister.
Then how will you take so many things, Mataji?
Mataji, we don't have anything. I have all my clothes all became old, Mataji. I need to buy everything new over there. So nothing is there to pack from here.
Very nice. Very nice. Balavrinda, I also want something.
Mataji, definitely, Mataji. Whatever you want, let me know. I will pack. I will post
No,
it.
Mataji. No, I'm looking at her toy and saying, I also want that toy.
Here I have to throw in the trash because she became big. So at least my sister's kids will use
Sisters
it.
will play. Right. I'll give you a call, Mataji, after today. And so I'll be waiting for everyone to post things. Okay. And see to it that you're doing it. And we'll meet again next week. Okay. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu vaevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Mataji ki jai.
Mataji,
All the best.
Mataji.
Hari
Jai
Bol.
Radha ki jai, Sudevi Krishna Naina, Abhinav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai. Hari Bol.
Jai.
Vinita Gandharika Mataji ki jai. Hari Bol.